Yo, 100. Nikki 6. What's up, lady? Flawless. So Oakland. What's up, what's up, what's up? Adriana. Hi, Miss Spencer. How are you? Guys. Hey, Mertice. Indigo. What's up? Dorothy. Hello. Cherise. What's up, ladies? I didn't miss nobody, right? Hey. What's up, guys? I'm kind of whispering because I really don't want to talk too loud. I'm trying my best not to scream and yell. And my microphone works fine. Everybody can hear me. Girl, a lot of stuff has gone on, Nikki. a lot. But we are going to talk about it. But our main reason why we're here is because I wanted to find out what happened in the Curcio hearing. I can never say this word right. Curcio hearing. Curcio hearing. Fat boy. Hello. Hi. I'm sorry you've had a rough 2 weeks, mamita. Prayers for you, baby. I hope you're feeling better and everything's going well now. You guys can hear me perfectly. Awesome. So, guys, thank you once again so very, very much. I appreciate the donations you guys gave me the other day. Hey, Chanel. I was able to get the transcripts of the Curcio hearing. So now we can know exactly what happened in that hearing. You know, because Sly Fox went to that hearing and she gave us a little gist of what happened. You know, we know that out of that hearing, the request was granted to Greenberg and Leonard to withdraw from the case, right? So we know that much, right? That's about as much as we knew because Sly Fox didn't give no real reporting on what happened. So I am being, nosy as I am. I want to know what happened, what really happened in that hearing. And I see all of you guys wanted to too. So, like I said, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And the rest of the donations wound up helping me to get my daughter her school shirt with the logo for forensic science for her academy. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was awesome of you guys because I was already saying, damn, I'm gonna have to fucking borrow money from my mother to get the shirt because tomorrow's the 5th. So tomorrow's the last day that I would be able to purchase it. So that extra money, guys, that helped me. Thank you so much. And my daughter thanks you so much for that as well. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys even wound up helping me by not cooking that day. You guys gave Diva a day off of cooking because the girl is always in the kitchen. So I got a chance to order some Wendy's. My family wanted Wendy's. So, mwah, thank you so much, guys, for looking out for me and donating to my channel. Oh, and also, I also got a chance to renew my StreamYard for the month. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys for donating to the channel and to me and the cause. I love you guys. So, there's a lot been going on. I also realized that nobody really spoke about what happened in the hearing yesterday. Now, I think the only one that did speak about it was that lady, A View from Tracy's Point, I think. Hey, Yada Dada. What's up, Chanel? Who else came in here? I am Queen Newton. What's up, lady? So, like I said, thank you. A big thank you to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Indigo. Hi, baby. So if I missed anybody, hello, hello, hello. Now, nobody, like I said, nobody really spoke about it. So I got a chance to get some articles, but before I bring up the articles, I guess there was a little news reporting that came on one of the media news outlets, and I'm gonna play the audio for you guys, all right? So we can get a gist of what's going on with R.Kelly.
Lawyers for R.Kelly have provided an update on the R&B singer's state. In a Tuesday court hearing, they said the star had gained weight and lost money while in jail, awaiting the start of his trial in New York on the charges of sex trafficking. Kelly is accused of leading an enterprise of managers, bodyguards, and other employees who helped him recruit women and girls for sex, sometimes at concerts and other venues. He has pleaded not guilty to racketeering, bribery, coercion, enticement, and sex trafficking. His trial is currently scheduled to begin Monday in Brooklyn. Meanwhile, he is also facing sex-related charges in Illinois and Minnesota. He has pleaded not guilty to those charges. Get your daily dose of news on the go with WGN News Now streams at 1 p.m., 2 p.m. in Spanish, and 3 p.m. every weekday. News as
So that's a little news reporting, right? But Diva found some articles. So, thank you to my resources, my secret resources. Thank you guys for all that you do, sending me information. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Y'all know who you are. All of y'all. Thank you. So, I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. We're going to share the screen. We're going to share the screen. Now, guys, I'm going to be reading, so I won't be paying attention to the chat. Okay. So anyone that comes in, hello, hello, hello. Missy, my baby girl. What's up, lady? All right. So remember, I won't be able to see the chat, guys, but I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to be reading. Okay. Okay, guys. Can you see the screen? All right. Let me see if I can. Okay. All right. Can you guys see the screen? Put a thumbs up, one or something, anything. I'm looking now in the chat on my phone. I just opened up my phone, guys. Can you? All right, thumbs up. Awesome. Okay. Okay. So it says that R. Kelly's lawyer concedes sexual contact between singer and underage wife Aaliyah, but then backtracks. So the lawyer admitted to sexual contact. That's what that's telling us. The lawyer admitted to sexual contact. It says that a lawyer for R. Kelly conceded Tuesday, yesterday's hearing, right, that the singer had sexual contact with the recording artist Aaliyah during an awkward exchange over the R&B star's illegal marriage when she was just 15. So while they were in the middle of talking and, going back and forth, he admitted to it. He admitted to it. It says, but Kelly's defense lawyer, Thomas Farinella, quickly walked back the surprising admission about Kelly and the underage Are You That Somebody singer, aka Aaliyah. You heard that? He had to walk it back. He said, walk it out. I walk it out. I walk it out. He said, hold on, wait a minute. Did I do that? Did I do that? I walk it out. I walk it out. So Greenberg, once upon a time in history, way back in R. Kelly's 2 years past, right? Said it in an interview, on a live interview with a media outlet, and said, yeah, he did marry her. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, but he didn't know she was 15. All of a sudden you see the video and you see him, yeah, my little protege, yeah, she's Lalia and she's a cutie and she's 14. Ha ha. Oops. Then it says, one of the allegations against Kelly in his Brooklyn federal court criminal case is that he bribed an Illinois official to issue a wedding certificate in 1994 stating Aaliyah was 18, which, if true, would have made the marriage legal. Farinella made the admission under questioning from Judge Ann Donnelly. Go, Auntie Ann! Auntie Ann was putting the pressure. She put the pressure. Auntie Ann put the pressure. She put the pressure. And she said, Auntie Ann came out and said, are you going to deny that there was sexual contact with Jane Doe 1? But and then she used Aaliyah's synonym in the case, and she said they were married. She said, "Are you going to deny that there were? Are you going to deny that there was sexual contact with Jane Doe 1? They were married." From his seat at the defense table next to Kelly, Farinella let out a deep sigh and responded, "No." Federal prosecutor Elizabeth Geddes then chimed in, giving Farinella an opening to walk back his remark by reminding him that Aaliyah was underage at the time. Tell me, are you that somebody? Tell me, you're that somebody. Ooh, hey. Are they not going to dispute that at the time Jane Doe 1 was 13 to 15 years old? Geddes asked. We do dispute, Farinella said, though it was not clear if he was referring to Aaliyah's age or whether the two had a sexual relationship. We're not prepared to concede that right now. Aaliyah, born Aaliyah Horton, was a performing artist and actress who had a mysterious friendship with Kelly for years before the two were secretly married in 1994 when she was 15 years old. He was 27. Aaliyah died in an August 2001 plane crash in the Bahamas. May she rest in peace. The anniversary of her death is coming up. And rest in peace, baby girl. But we hear you from the grave, mommy. We hear you. We hear you. May your spirit speak loud and clear. May it all come out. Whether it's now, may it never be never. May it all come out. I hope her mother comes out and speaks up once and for all. Then it says, Farinella's awkward admission came during the final pretrial hearing in Kelly's racketeering case, which is set to begin next Monday. Kelly is accused of running an enterprise that trafficked women and girls across state lines. He's accused of having sex with numerous minors and making child pornography. He allegedly forced them to call him daddy and didn't allow them to eat or leave their rooms without his permission, right? We all know that. Okay. Then it said that on Tuesday, yesterday, the feds and Kelly's defense team sparred over additional uncharged crimes that federal prosecutors seek to raise at trial. Among them are allegations that Kelly had sex with underage boys, whom he then forced to engage in sex with minor girls. Another Kelly lawyer, Devereaux Canick, asked the judge Tuesday to provide Kelly with free court transcripts, saying that the singer's funds have been depleted since he has not worked since his incarceration. Canick also said Kelly has gained weight since he's been incarcerated and asked the judge if he could get a tailor to take Kelly's measurements so he can be provided with clothes that fit for trial. Lay off the Twinkies, Kels, lay off the Twinkies. Lay off the Twinkies. You won't get diabetes. Your sugar will go back to normal. You'll fit your suits. Stop eating so much ramen noodle in the middle of the night. these things will help. So, yeah. Farinella was like, oops, my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, let's see here. What was this one about? Okay. Okay, this was the same thing. Oh, wow. Okay. There goes Kelly. So that is Kelly. So that's what Kelly looks like right now, guys. Yes, that is what he looks like right now. Um, okay. Here's the other one. The judge rules. This came out today. The judge rules man allegedly sexually abused by R.Kelly after meeting him as a teen in Chicago can testify at singer's upcoming racketeering trial in New York. Hello, Bubba. Is that you? Is that you, Bubba? Because I really think that's you, Bubba. If it's not you, Bubba, it's a whole nother Bubba. Uh-huh. Y'all heard that, guys? Y'all heard that, guys? Boom! There it is. Boom! There it is. Kelly. 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 Please make sure you hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, please. Thank you. Don't forget. Boom. There it is. Boom. Shakalaka. Boom. Shakalaka. Boom. A federal judge in New York has ruled that an alleged male victim of R. Kelly can testify about allegedly being sexually abused as a teen after meeting Kelly at a Chicago McDonald's and hearing promises from the singer for help with his music aspirations. U.S. District Judge Auntie Ann Donnelly ruled that the alleged victim, who was 17 when he contends he met Kelly in 2006, will be allowed on the witness stand at Kelly's upcoming New York racketeering trial and be identified only by his first name. Baba! Baba! Is that you, Baba? The evidence is certainly relevant because it demonstrates the methods that were used to perpetrate the enterprise. The judge said at Kelly's final pretrial conference in Brooklyn on Tuesday. She said the evidence is certainly relevant. Boom, bow, boo. Pow, pow, pow. Punched him in the eye. Pow, pow. Okay. Now, prosecutors have alleged Kelly invited the boy to a party at his Chicago residence, shortly after meeting him at an unspecified McDonald's in the city. The boy attended with his parents, and Kelly advised him to come without them to the next gathering. Prosecutors wrote in a recent court filing. Kelly later invited the teen to his music studio under the guise of helping and mentoring him with his musical aspirations, prosecutors have alleged. Kelly also asked John Doe number 1 what he was willing to do to succeed in the music business and clarified that he wanted John Doe number one to engage in sexual contact with Kelly, prosecutors alleged. With that backdrop, Kelly then engaged in sexual contact with John Doe number one. Prosecutors said Kelly also forced the boy to have sex with females as Kelly videotaped the acts. Kelly's defense had resisted the government's attempt to use the witness, arguing they didn't have time to properly prepare and contemplate asking prospective jurors their opinions about homosexuality. Donnelly, Auntie Anne, is the best. She also signaled Kelly may need to take the witness stand for the jury to hear about parts of his background. Dun dun dun! Bam! Bam! Poop! Pow! Poop! Pow! Punched him in the eye 20 times. Pow! 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 Fuego! The judge punched R.Kelly in the eye and said, "You're gonna have to take the fucking stand, buddy. Get your ass in the hot seat, my nigga." Wheppa! Hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait a minute, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Hold up. Bruh. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. We gotta. Hold up. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see here. Auntie Anne said, "Toma, nigga, toma. Don't play with me. I'm not playing with you, boy. Sit your ass in the hot seat." She ain't playing with no goddamn R.Kelly. Yo, give it up for Auntie Anne. She is the bomb. That lady is the bomb. Let me read that again for the slow people in the back who are about to start crying. Start crying. Get your fucking tissues. Get your fucking tissues. Auntie Anne. She ain't fucking playing with none of y'all motherfuckers. She ain't playing. Yo, Auntie Anne, I will make you dinner. I will make you the bomb. I will make you some pernil with some arroz with gandules. That's my best meal. Girl, you will fall in love. You will fall in love. I'm going to read that again, guys. Hold on. Wait. Let me see if I can zoom in. Hold up. I'm going to zoom in. Boom. Here we go. Where was that at? Hold up. Okay. I'm going to read this one again right here. U.S. District Judge Auntie Anne ruled. She put the fucking gavel down. She said, "Hold up. Order in the motherfucking court." Guys, please do me a favor. If you can find the little gavel emoji, throw up some fucking gavel emojis or denied emojis in the chat. Please fill it up. Please. Or some boxing gloves. We need this right now. Yes. Yo, I'm going to roll a spliff on that note. After I read this, yes. We need to, light it up, guys. Light it up. My smokers in the chat, roll up. We need to blow it down on Auntie Anne. She deserves it. U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly ruled that shit. She said alleged victim who was 17, John Doe number 1, that alleged victim who was 17 when he contends he met R.Kelly in 2006 will be allowed on the witness stand at Kelly's trial. Okay? The evidence is certainly relevant because it demonstrates the methods that were used to perpetrate the enterprise. Okay? She smacked it down. Okay? Okay. Then she said, where is it at? Okay, wait. Let's go back to the other one. She punched him in the eye. She punched him in the eye, y'all. Oh, shit. Wait, here we go. Here we go. Oh, here it is. Here it is, guys. Here it is. Donnelly also signaled Kelly may need to take the witness stand for the jury to hear about parts of his background that don't involve the allegations against him. She ain't playing. Yo. Shall I continue? It's going to get more interesting. Let me see. Defense lawyers asked about introducing testimony of Kelly's prior good conduct. The judge said he was free to talk about his past if he decides to testify, but any other character witnesses would be extremely limited. Okay, she's fair. She's like, you could talk about your way and how you good to the whole neighborhood, and you don't do nothing evil, and you're a good guy all the way around, and you can sing, and you can believe you can fly, and all these other good things you do. Okay. So Lily, you're gonna take the stand for your boy? Don't perjure yourself, okay? All right. Then it continues to say, you're not going to call a witness to say just generally he's the greatest guy in the world, the judge said. Also, like I said, you see, that's what he wants. He wants everybody to go, oh my God, oh my God. His mother passed away. He loved her so much that he decided to build a McDonald's house. But he didn't even pay for her plaque, headstone, or nothing. She got like a $700 headstone. And it's not even a headstone. It's just a block in the dirt. He's such a good guy. Oh. By the way, Lily, I researched what you said on Black CEO Media's channel about him donating to that disaster in that club, E2 or whatever. Yeah, he did donate. You're right. He did. He did donate. He did. He donated to the 10 people that were there that died or whatever, or were injured, something like that. I forgot. I have the article somewhere. He did. It wasn't $10,000 to 21 people, honey. That's not what it was. Stop lying. Girl, you need to stop lying. Stop lying. See, this is the problem. People want to come out here and try to protect R. Kelly, but they lie. Why are you lying is my question. If he's so fucking innocent, why are people out here lying for him and then making him look worse than what he already looks? This is my question. This is fucking stupid. Yous are all fucking stupid. Stop. Stop fucking talking. If I was R. Kelly and yous were my friends, I would fuck all y'all niggas up. Word the fuck up. I would fuck all y'all up. The fuck? Dumbass niggas. Dumb. These are fucking dumb. He only donated $3,000 to each person. Okay? Matter of fact, we'll look that up in a second. When I'm done with this real quick. When I'm done. Because I'm going to do the transcript, but we'll talk about that. I just wanted to give you a gist of what happened yesterday in the hearing. Okay? Okay. Okay. It said that, okay, then it says, also decided Tuesday, one of Kelly's key attorneys will remain part of the defense team after she said a medical issue briefly prompted travel concerns. Okay. Okay. So Nicole is going to remain. It says also decided Tuesday that Nicole will remain part of the defense team. Okay. And what happened was that she said she had a medical issue and that it briefly prompted her travel concerns. Nicole, are you pregnant? If you're pregnant, congratulations, honey. Congratulations. If you are pregnant, I'm just saying, I don't know, for me, that might be the only concerns about traveling. I mean, I don't think you're getting any surgery done to your body unless you're going to get more boobs because you're a flaca and you don't need anything. Your face looks like it's sinking in. I mean, like, what are you tucking? Like, you're not getting any body work done. I don't think so. If you, congratulations, honey. And yeah, I think you should sit down because this case is going to give you a headache. But that's just my opinion. I'm just assuming. Let's continue. Nicole Blank Becker, who took over the case in June after Kelly said he wanted to part ways with two Chicago-based attorneys, filed a motion to withdraw under seal last week, according to the court records and sources who spoke to the Tribune. Over the weekend, an order from Judge Donnelly appeared briefly on the public docket, giving Becker until 5 p.m. Yeah, that was the docket that, the docket that she had put in, that she get, the order that she said she had until 5 p.m. to put in her reason of why she wanted to withdraw from the case. So what happened was that Becker told the Tribune her motion was prompted by a brief medical scare, but that her doctors had since cleared her to travel to New York for the beginning of jury selection Monday. At Kelly's hearing, Becker, who participated by telephone, told the judge that as of today, this is what she said, guys, as of today, I am allowed to travel, so I will absolutely be there. Then the judge then confirmed with Kelly's other lawyers that they were no longer seeking a delay in the trial due to Becker's issue. We're up and ready to go, Your Honor, said co-counsel Devereaux Canick. So, guys, they are ready to go. There's no more excuses, y'all. Boom. No more excuses. Okay. No more excuses. Ow.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
I'm just playing around with my buttons. I'm learning these things. I'm learning. Now it says, also, during Tuesday's hearing, Kelly's other attorneys revealed that the singer had gained weight, lost money in 2 years, awaiting trial. That Canick told him that he needs to be measured for new clothes, da 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 da. And that the transcripts, them transcripts are expensive. Almost $80, $79.20 for transcripts. That's ridiculous. R.Kelly can't afford that. I can't afford that. He's human. How about that? Okay. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, it says that, but in a 55-page motion filed the 23rd, prosecutors said they want to bring in additional evidence involving sexual abuse, hush payments, unlawful imprisonment, and other crimes dating back 30 years that are directly relevant to and inextricably intertwined with the evidence of the charged crimes. Okay. All right. What else did she rule? Okay. So Auntie Anne also hit the gavel down and she ruled. And she said that witnesses who allege abuse can testify with only their first names given to jurors who will sit in the gallery rather than the jury box because of a reconfigured courtroom tied to coronavirus restrictions. So that's another reason why the media can't go in, because they got to separate everybody. Donnelly also said she will generally not allow questions aimed at revealing if any of the women have had mental health treatment. She said she will not allow the jurors to be told that one witness worked as an exotic dancer years after she said she was abused. So, once again, hit those gavels, guys. Okay. The judge said, no, you will not be asking these women to reveal their mental health treatments. And no, you will not be allowed to talk about this young lady and ask her about her previous history as an exotic dancer. That shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Leave the girls alone. Thank you. Also, likely to be excluded from the trial is any testimony about religious beliefs or that some of the women were directed to have sex with one another, the judge said. Okay. So, you cannot question Demetrius Smith about his religious beliefs or anyone else for that matter. Or you can't ask that some of the women were directed to have sex with one another. That's not a question for you to ask. So Auntie Ann said, hell to the no, you ain't asking that either. Now, prospective jurors have filled out questionnaires aimed at ensuring they have no bias that would affect their judgment. They will begin answering questions Monday. The judge ruled last week that the public and the media will be banned from the New York courtroom after 12 news organizations asked that 6 reporters be permitted inside because watching a portion of the courtroom on monitors in 2 overflow rooms was insufficient and might not constitute an open proceeding. She cited the coronavirus restrictions. Okay. And as he left the courthouse Tuesday, Kanik was asked if the closing of the courtroom might be grounds for appeal if his client is convicted. He smiled and said, if there was a conviction, we'd use every error that was made in an appeal. Now, opening statements are scheduled for August 18th, guys. The trial is expected to last at least 1 month. Okay? All right. 1 month. All right. We know about that. Okay. Okay. And if for those of you who don't know, Atmos, our brother spoke about what was put in today and yesterday. And it was just letting everybody know that the case was called and that the decision was held and that the court ruled on the parties' motions in limine in part, like we just read, that only parts of it, that in part she let it in. That's it. The witnesses are going in. R.Kelly might have to take the stand, and that's just what it is. The government's response, it says that and reserved decision on certain requests subject to additional letter briefing by the parties. The defendant must file a letter on the outstanding evidentiary request by August 6, 2021. And then the government's response is due on August 9th, 2021. And then the defendant's reply, if any, is due on August 10th, 2021. Okay. So again, being that she made her decisions, they will be requesting, subject to additional letter briefings by the parties. So she's expecting everybody to put in their motions. The defendant has to file a letter on the outstanding evidentiary request, and then the government has to respond to that letter. And then if the defendant has any reply to the government's response, then they have to do it no later than August 10th of 2021. And order has been put in that by 5 p.m. on August 5th, tomorrow, the parties should provide the court with the list of additional questions they would like the court to ask prospective jurors during voir dire. So in this part, the parties will have a chance to ask the questions about homosexuality. If they feel like they're homophobic or not or whatever, So that is that. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. That was the gist of what happened yesterday. So that is basically what happened yesterday. Please, guys, do me a favor. Don't forget. Y'all already know. Give me a moment. I will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so let's see what you guys are saying in the chat about what I just told you guys before I continue. So let's see what we. All right, we got yada dada. Wait. She said Nicole looks sick as fuck and hungry. That's why she says stupid shit in court. Peter. Ty said, I don't know, girl beauty. I didn't hear that about Angela, although he's still trying to be relevant. Oh my God. What? It was just B's bubble gut because she scared as hell too. What? What is this? No more reading. We need 100 likes and 99 cents. How many likes I got, guys? How many? I'm gonna stop. You're right. You know what? Tuka, play that game. Let's play that game. Let's play that game. I got 57 people in this chat. 57 people. Can I get 57 likes? Oh, I'm not moving on. I'm not moving on. Okay. I'm not moving on. How about that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I got 54 dislikes. Okay, one more because I got 55 in here. One more. One more. One more motherfucking like or dislike. Whatever. Just hit it. Just hit it, God damn it. Just hit it. Let's go. 57 in here. Let's go. Let's go. I need 3 more. 3 more. Come on, y'all. You can do it. You can do it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on now. Hold on now, guys. You can do it, guys. Come on now. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Let me see if I can find one for your asses. Come on, guys. Keep it coming. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Damn. Do we have to be bossy and shit like that? That's crazy, y'all. Crazy. Hashtag no. So how it changed so fast? Sounds like it was just emotional meltdown after reading the new paperwork. She had a meltdown. Oh man. I think NBB is communicating with TH. TH. Oh, or TBD. She read all the shit he forgot to tell her. Exactly, Robin. She got cleared to go to New York for this L. She sure did. She sure did. I am. Goddamn right. Shit. She lied to the judge. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. DJ Booger did it. Oh, man. Got your money, R.K. Well, quit worrying about a damn candy bar. Yep. We can see through the bullshit. We sure can. Like, he don't need no more carbs. Exactly. The more carbs he intakes, the higher risk he becomes. The more he can have a stroke. The more he can go into a coma. Does he want to live or does he want to die? Like, that's all that's showing me. She said, play some basketball. We peep game. Wifey! What's up, wifey? Peter! What's up, mamas? To the both of you ladies, hello. I just realized y'all jumped in tears. My girl Tears. 100 said he better sell some shit. Well, I forgot. DR got it up for sale. Yo, Dana, you already know, bro. Get on DR's ass. He needs to be getting some. He got plenty. Keep donating, guys. Keep help your brother out. Yep, the muscles in cold feet. Yo, y'all terrible. Them damn fake bloggers better get his damn suit. Sly and DJ, we don't want to hear that man needs anything. Yo, you goddamn right, Yada. We don't want to hear that shit. RK should be good. See, that's the kind of support he needs. He needs, not this dumb shit y'all doing out here on these YouTube. So basically, basically, you got that right. I was up last night morning watching it. I fell asleep and didn't charge my phone. And guess what? I slept. I wonder if her does back up again. Oh my God. Tears diabolical to put in. Oh man. Oh man. Yes. Hit the hammer. Here you go. That's it. On the heads. Everybody has put money on his book. Go get the suit. Oh. That? Nikki said, don't mean shit. Get oh man. Back and watch the replay, y'all. His Snickers. Clean his ass up, please. He looked like a because that tactic to make them look promiscuous. That's why she said that. Exactly, Yada. Right. Exactly right. Exactly right. Oh man. Ah, terrible. I love yous. Now he looks like every other old deviant in the hood preying on young girls. I go diabetic in jail. Oh man. Auntie Anne hasn't made any errors. In fact, she's bent over backwards to accommodate Rob and his band. It's functional, functional misfits. You're right. You're right. She has. She's been fair, very, very fair. And she sees that his team is yeah, it's gonna be an exciting month. It sure is, girl. Yeah, okay. Can't wait. Exactly. Auntie Anne, what's she stand for? The fuck? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The fuck? It's been a long time coming. Hey, happy. We gotta throw you a party, girl. We gotta throw you a little party. Friday, August 6th. Okay. That's Nikki's birthday, and the 29th is Tears. Please let him take the stand so he can have a fit. I'm bye. Yo, y'all on a fucking roll. Them F up supporters are delusional. Oh, damn. I need to figure out how I can work in the New York office. Happy birthday, Nikki. Happy early birthday, Mom. He is. Welcome, Mama. You know, going on. This is not all right. I'm stuck. It's not playing. His lawyers, I mean, at tears, if they are smart, so drugged up, so he doesn't get. Yes, please. Again. Please take the stand. Your fans want you to speak and sing. uh, we need you to take the stand, Kelly. We do. How come my thing is acting? Just sit there and look stupid as an. Oh man. Wait. Okay. Hey, the truth. What's up, Mama? Mommy, hi. Hi, baby girl. All right, guys, let's get to the real. Let me take out these. Okay. Let me take this stuff out. I'm going to share my screen with y'all. Okay. Okay, guys. This is the Curcio. This is what we paid $79.20 for, guys. This shit right here, so we can know what happened in the Curcio hearing, which was the United States of America versus Robert Sylvester Kelly, the United States Courthouse in Brooklyn, Thursday, July 15, 2021 at 1 p.m. This is the transcript of criminal cause for Curcio hearing. Now, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I blew as I could. I don't know if I could do one more. You could do one more, maybe? No. Can you guys see that? Oh, I'm hoping I blew it up good enough. Let's see. Oh, you guys can see it? Okay, good. All right. Okay, guys. And as we know, for the government, we have Jacqueline. For the defendant, we have Kanik. For the defendant, we have Farinella. And then we have the court reporter, our girl, Sophia. Thank you so much, Sophia, for handing me that transcript, girl. And then we have Nicole Becker, Greenberg, Leonard, and the Curcio counsel, Mr. Seelig, Finn LLP. Okay. Okay, so proceedings in open court, the Honorable Ann M. Donnelly presiding, defendant present. The courtroom deputy says that this is criminal cause for a Curcio hearing. Curcio, I'm sorry. Curcio hearing. Curcio hearing. Docket number 19 CR 286, USA versus R.Kelly. Okay, counsel, state your appearance. The government is first. Ms. Melendez, good afternoon, Your Honor. Maria Cruz Melendez and Nadia Shihata. Miss Blank Becker, Nicole Blank Becker on behalf of Mr. Kelly. Seated to my left and seated to my right is attorney Devereaux Canick, and to my far left is attorney Tom Farinella. Thank you, Judge. The court, good afternoon. Miss Haramati, Ileana Haramati, Curcio counsel. The court, good afternoon. Mr. Greenberg, Steve Greenberg and Mike Leonard on the phone. The court, thanks. And I think we have Miss Rodriguez also. Is that correct? Miss Rodriguez, yes, Your Honor. I am present in your virtual courtroom. The court, okay. I just want to be sure everybody can hear. Just a quick outline of what we're going to do today. Parenthetically, I did get Mr. Canick's letter, which I will address at the end of today's proceeding. This is a continuation of the Curcio hearing that we began, I believe, on the 17th. This hearing is taking place pursuant to the court's obligation to investigate whenever, quote, the specter of attorney conflicts of interest arise. In connection with today's proceeding, I have reviewed all of the submissions that I have gotten, and not just since before June 17th, but also those that were submitted after that hearing. I am just going to remind everyone that I am not here to mediate disputes among the lawyers. I am not interested in anything that does not relate to the discrete issues of the extent to which it is. And I think it's only Miss Becker at this point who may have a conflict. Miss Becker is the only one who has a conflict, huh? Then the court says, the judge, I don't care when Mr. Greenberg met Miss Rodriguez. I have no interest in anything to do with that. I am only interested in the extent to which there is a conflict because Mr. Kelly has a right to have conflict-free representation, and if he's going to waive it, he is entitled to know what the conflict is and have it explained to him. As I said before, I appointed Miss Harmati as Curcio counsel, and I thank her for her efforts in this regard to advise Mr. Kelly about any potential conflicts, and we will talk about that in a bit. Included in the submissions that I received were an email and some other materials from Ms. Rodriguez about this. Possible conflict of interest relating to the two witnesses. I am going to remind counsel there is one witness that we are referring to as Jane Doe 5. Do not use her name. She is to be referred to as Jane Doe number 5. But I do have some questions for Ms. Rodriguez regarding some of the materials that she submitted. Now remember, Ms. Rodriguez is for the government. Some of those questions will, in all likelihood, implicate the attorney-client privilege. Her representation of these two witnesses, and for those portions that do involve her attorney-client relationship with Jane Doe number 5 and other witnesses. I will have a conversation with her ex parte. Some of the inquiry that I have of Ms. Rodriguez, I think we can do in open court. But I am going to ask Ms. Rodriguez to let me know the extent to which anything that I am asking or that she wants to discuss implicates that privilege. And I also want to make sure, and then Ms. Rodriguez says, you haven't been here before, but we are referring to one of your clients as Jane Doe number 5, okay? And then Ms. Rodriguez, yes, Your Honor, the court. And then I think we are referring to the other witness by her name, Miss Savage. Oh! Whoa! Wait a minute. Hold on. Can I go back a little bit? Let me go back a little bit. Okay, so there's a possible conflict of interest relating to the two witnesses. So it's Jane Doe number 5 and Joycelyn. Okay. All right. So the court asked, the judge said, and then I think we are referring to the other witnesses by her name, Miss Savage. Is that correct? Miss Melendez says, that's correct. The court says, is there anybody else that is to be referred to as a Jane Doe? Miss Melendez says, for the purpose of this discussion, I believe that's it, Your Honor. Then the court says, which is the judge, he says, okay, Miss Rodriguez, I am going to ask you some of the questions that we can talk about in open court. And if these relate to subjects that will involve discussions about privileged communication, let me know, okay? And then Ms. Rodriguez says, okay. The judge says, when were you retained by Jane Doe number 5 and Joycelyn Savage? Ms. Rodriguez says, I was retained by them in July of 2019. So Ms. Rodriguez is the lawyer Miss Rodriguez is the lawyer for Joy and Az. Okay. So they were retained for them in July. I guess as soon as R.Kelly got locked up. That's who was representing them, Miss Rodriguez. Then the court says, and for how long? Miss Rodriguez says, and the exact date, I'm sorry, I was looking for the exact date, but it was very early July 2019. The court said, okay, and for how long did you represent them? Miss Rodriguez said, I represented them jointly until about September 1st of 2019. Okay, so she was representing both of them until September 1st of 2019. So from July to September, she was representing the both of them. Okay. Then the court says, when did you first come into contact with Miss Becker? Miss Rodriguez says, I first met Miss Becker in person at the bond hearing that was at the Dirksen Center in July 2019. Then the court, at the what center? Miss Rodriguez said, the federal building in Chicago. It's called the Dirksen Building. And then the judge says, Dirksen, okay. And was that in connection with your representation of those two women? Miss Rodriguez says, it was because, yes, I would say yes. The court. The judge says, and at the point that you met Miss Becker, were you representing Jane Doe number 5? And Miss Savage, the first time you met her? Miss Rodriguez, yes. The court, did you ever give Miss Becker any instructions regarding her interactions with those witnesses? Miss Rodriguez, yes. The judge, and what were your instructions? Miss Rodriguez, I had asked her to please not contact my clients without my knowledge. The judge said, and what form? Miss Rodriguez said, and I also, and the judge said, go ahead, I'm sorry. Miss Rodriguez says, I'm sorry. I know there is a delay, so I am trying to speak slowly so you can all hear me. The judge says, that's fine, that's fine. Then Miss Rodriguez says, the second one was to please not give them any advice about things that might pertain to the case or their interest. So Miss Rodriguez was telling her, listen, lady, listen, Linda, listen. Sit over there, have several seats, and leave my girls alone. Don't talk to them. And then the judge says, and in what form did those instructions take? Then Miss Rodriguez says, the form was through text message, then through email, and through in person. She's like, listen, I told her through the text messages, I told her through the email, and I told her in person to stay away from them. And then the and do you know approximately when you gave these various instructions? Miss Rodriguez said, yes. And actually on the phone. I spoke to her on the phone. So on July 15th, I sent her a text message with my email address and called her, and we had a very lovely conversation. And I communicated to her. Then the judge says, ooh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hello? What's up, Papi? You okay? No, it's okay. Oh my God, really? I don't know how to do that. Yeah. I don't know how to do that, but that's all right. You know what? They steal it. I'll just fucking strike their page. It is what it is. Yeah, no. I'll figure it out. Thank you, puppy. All right. One love. Bye. Yeah. This is my content, and I don't want nobody stealing my content. Um, only certain people know what this content is, and they were allowed to have it because I gave it to them. Nobody else should be sharing my shit. Okay. All right. Because we had deals. All right. Now, okay, so now the judge said, what did you say? Then Miss Rodriguez said, I said specifically, I don't want the lines to be blurred regarding our roles, and I think they are already blurred. If you could please not contact them at all without my knowledge. So she specifically told her, do not contact them without my knowledge. Then the judge said, did you text it to, sorry, let me finish the question. I know we have a little bit of a delay. Did you text that? Did you email it? Did you say it in person? Did you do all three of those things? Miss Rodriguez, yes. The text message was sent on July 15th, 2019 at 5:15 p.m. Then the phone call with Miss Becker was later that day, and we spoke for 45 minutes. Then I saw her on July 16th in person. I met her about 1, right before the hearing, and we discussed it, and it was very pleasant. She seemed to have understood what I was asking her to do. Oh. Then the court said, you said she seemed to understand when you met in person. Did you receive any response to the text messages that you sent on July 15th? Ms. Rodriguez said no. The judge said, And is there a way to tell when you send a text message whether or not the person has received it? Then Miss Rodriguez said, not through the technology that I had at the time. Then the judge says, for example, would your phone tell you if a message did not go through? No, it wouldn't. But I saved the text message on my device, which I still have, and I have it in my hand. Then the judge said, okay, I think it may be included in some of the materials that I received. And so you still have it on the phone? Is that correct? Said, yes. Then the judge said, so sometimes when people send text messages and it doesn't go through, you get an alert that tells you that it didn't go through. Does your phone do that? Miss Rodriguez, yes, it does. The court, did it do it at the time these text messages in, is it 2019? Miss Rodriguez said, correct. 2019. It did not. I'm sure she received it because we. And then the judge said, what specifically she, what specifically did she that you to conclusion that she got the text message? Miss Rodriguez said, on the phone, I remember her saying, Gloria, I'm glad they retained you. I'm glad they retained an attorney. I'm Mr. Kelly's attorney. Whatever you need, the lines are drawn, and I'm not going to step on your toes. And she made it known that there was a clear understanding of my concern. The judge said, July 16th? Ms. Rodriguez said, July 15th was the phone call, and the text was the 15th. The court said, and you met her in person on the 16th when you had this conversation, correct? Ms. Rodriguez said, correct. And Mr. Greenberg in person for the first time July 16th. The judge said, following those contacts on the 15th and the 16th, did you also say that you sent an email? Ms. Rodriguez said, in my note, email there, but I don't think that my office maintained a record of that. So I don't independently remember. I had a little note here that said I sent, but I don't actually have the email. The court, okay, now following these conversations, did you learn at some point that Ms. Becker was contacting either or both of these women without letting you know? Ms. Rodriguez said yes. And then the judge said, how did that happen? Ms. Rodriguez said, well, Jane Doe 5, the point of contact for Ms. Savage. Obvious to me that despite the lovely conversation that I had with Ms. Becker, that Ms. Becker was still relaying to them information about Mr. Kelly's case and giving us legal information which was contradictory to what I was advising them on. So Jane Doe number 5 was kind of the point of contact for Miss Savage. So why couldn't Miss Rodriguez get in touch with Miss Savage herself? She had to use the middleman. Wow. That's strange, right? The court. All right, go ahead. Sorry, Miss Rodriguez said. And I can give you, sure, specifically, there was an issue about what to do with the media. And I remember asking them, where are you coming with this? And their reply was, Ms. Becker said, and then I have no doubt in my mind that Ms. Becker was continuing to speak to my clients. Number one, without my knowledge. And number two, relaying information that was of a material nature in response to their legal interests. The court, the judge said, now I want to find out what the specifics of that information was. But it sounds to me like it would require you to divulge conversations that you had with your clients that are privileged. Is there anything you can tell us? Then Ms. Rodriguez says, that's correct, Your Honor. Then the judge says, is there anything you can tell us about that is not privileged? If you can't, that's fine. We can. Then Ms. Rodriguez says, yes, the breakdown of my relationship with both of my clients, I believe was led, or I believe was encouraged by them still receiving information that was contrary to my advice for them. And when I formally severed the relationship, I received instructions in a letter from my clients, signed by both of them, seeking to turn my file over to their new attorney. What? R.Kelly, you dirty dog, you were trying to cheat. You see how they were saying that he paid what's his name? Daryl Johnson for information, right? Right? R.Kelly was trying to do the same thing to get information from the girl's lawyers. That's crazy. Then it says the new attorney was not named in the letter. But when I spoke to Jane Doe number 5 and asked her where she wanted me to send it to, she gave me Miss Becker's contact information. And then I had a discussion with her about that and how I felt that it was concerning to me that she would be representing them. Then the judge says, is there anything else that you can tell us? You put quite a bit of information into your submissions. Is there anything else that you can tell us that's not privileged, that's relevant to this inquiry? Ms. Rodriguez said, I believe that would be it as far as what is not privileged. Okay. So there was more shit that she put into a submission, but she can't speak about it in open court due to client privilege. And the judge said, I think that at this point, we will recess so that the court can do an inquiry ex parte on the topics that have to do with the attorney-client privilege. I don't think that will take all that long, but I am going to leave the courtroom to do that, and we will be in recess until we are finished with that. Pause in proceedings. Then the judge says, Ms. Rodriguez, can you hear us? Ms. Rodriguez says, yes, Your Honor, I can. Then the court said, I spoke with Ms. Rodriguez about the communication that implicated the attorney-client privilege. There was one item or one incident that the witness described that I think is appropriate. It does not implicate the attorney-client privilege. So I am just going to ask the witness to describe the conversation. Prior to the court speaking with the witness ex parte, the witness described a conversation that she had with Ms. Becker on July 16th. I think that was the date following that conversation. The witness during the ex parte part of the inquiry, you talked about a conversation that you had with Mr. Greenberg regarding your concerns about Ms. Becker. Can you describe that conversation? Then Ms. Rodriguez says, yes, Your Honor. About a couple of weeks after the federal bond hearing in Mr. Kelly's case in Chicago, I had spoken with Mr. Greenberg about a different issue on the phone. And it was a very brief conversation that I'm sure Mr. Greenberg may not remember. But in the conversation, towards the end of this conversation, I had mentioned to him if he could please talk to Ms. Becker to, quote, rein her in. And the response that Mr. Greenberg said, it was something to the effect of, good luck with that. Oh, wow. What a snot. He's like, good luck with that, because if I can't talk to her, you can't talk to her. Good luck with that, because she's stubborn as hell. She's a bullheaded bitch. She'll. Wow. That's crazy, right, y'all? Mm-hmm. Like, he really thinks that he's gonna try to weasel his way out of this. He's sneaky. Let me tell you something. R.Kelly's sneaky. And his lawyers are the perfect lawyers for him. They're sneaky right along with him. They dirty. Then the court, the judge, said, when you say rein her in, I just want to be sure. What do you mean? Rein her in regarding what? Then Ms. Rodriguez said, rein her in respect to not communicating with my clients without my knowledge. The court said, okay. Ms. Rodriguez said, it was apparent to me that Ms. Becker continued speaking with them regularly, and that my communications with Ms. Becker to please stop went unheeded. So I took my concern to Mr. Greenberg, since I knew at the time Ms. Becker was on Mr. Kelly's legal team, to ask him to please rein her in from continuing that behavior. And he said something to the effect of, good luck with that. The court, the judge said, okay, I don't have any further questions for the witness. Let me start with the government. Are there any additional questions that you want to put to the witness, or you want me to put to the witness to complete the record on this issue? Oh, whoa. Went too fast. Then Ms. Cruz Melendez said, no, Your Honor. The judge said, And how about Mr. Kelly's side? Any questions to put to the witness regarding the issues that I am interested in? I will put the question, but you tell me what the question is. Then Miss Becker says, I actually just have things that I would like to address to the court. They're not specific questions to Miss Rodriguez. Thank you. And the court said, the judge said, all right, I think it's probably okay. Is it okay to let the witness go? Then Miss Cruz said, the government has no objection to that. Then the judge said, all right, I want to be sure that the Curcio counsel, is there anything that you need to hear from her? And then Miss Harmata, the counsel, the Curcio counsel, says, no, Your Honor. Then the judge says, and nothing else from Mr. Kelly's side that we need to put to the witness? Miss Becker says, no, Judge, thank you. Then the judge says, thank you very much, Miss Rodriguez. You are free to go. Then Miss Rodriguez said, great, thank you, Your Honor. Then the judge said, okay, now I will hear from the parties. If there's any additional things that they want me to look at, anything else that they want me to say, I don't know, Miss Becker, if in this time since that conference in June, you have had a chance to refresh your recollection about the matters at issue in this hearing, or if there's anything that you want to say, bearing in mind that the focus of the hearing is Mr. Kelly's right to conflict-free counsel. To conflict-free counsel. As difficult as these inquiries are, it's not about, unless it's a factual question about, it's not about you. In other words, it's about whether there is a conflict. And I will repeat, it's also not about whatever disputes and disagreements that you have with Mr. Leonard and Mr. Greenberg. Keeping that in mind, is there something specific that you have to add? Ms. Becker said, thank you, Judge. Judge, and I don't mean to belabor the point, but I think it's appropriate for me to make a record and just follow my thoughts. Judge, I did have a chance to look at the messages that were sent on the piece of paper that was given to us from Miss Rodriguez. Obviously, it does show that she attempted and or did apparently. She can't even tell us. The judge said, did you get it? Ms. Blank Becker said, yes. Then the judge said, but did you get it when it was sent? That's the question. And then Ms. Becker said, Judge, unfortunately, I have zero recollection of seeing it. It doesn't mean I didn't get it. It just means I have zero recollection of seeing this. Oh, God. She's a whole fucking... God. Oh, Lord. Another manipulator. A master manipulator. No wonder why R.Kelly likes her. She speaks his language. Are you fucking kidding me? Really right now? That's crazy. Then the judge said, okay. Then Ms. Becker said, thank you. Additionally, Judge, what I provided for the court, since I had an opportunity to now review the materials that I had specifically pertaining to Ms. Rodriguez and or my communications with the girls. The judge said, the women. Okay, guys, here we go. Here's the moment of truth. Here's the moment of truth. Here's the moment of truth. Okay? Because they were spinning and spinning and spinning. These people, Sly Fox, in particularly, specifically, was the one who said, the judge said that they were women then and they are women now. Oh my God. See, even she admitted it, that they weren't no damn minors or no little girls. They were women. You fucking idiot. She didn't say that like that. Y'all people are retarded. We're going to find out what she really said. The judge said, the women. Don't be lying on Auntie Ann now. Then Miss Becker said, I'm sorry. The judge said, Auntie Ann said, they are women. They are adult women. Miss Blank Becker said, the women, you are correct. Judge, I apologize. Judge, my research based on the text messages that I was able to look through, Judge, and I supplied this to the court, simply show that on July 13th, Jane Doe number 5 sent me a text message indicating that she hired a spokesperson, and that spokesperson was Miss Gloria Rodriguez. So I was made aware of that on the 13th. And then on that particular day, I also had some conversations, text message conversations with Mr. Greenberg. And when I had conversations with Mr. Greenberg, he was asking me if I would ask the girls if they were coming to court that day. Now, like I said, you see what the judge said? The judge just said the women. They are women. They are adult women. That's all she said. That's it. That's all. She didn't say nothing about they were women then and they are women now and all this other stupid shit you were saying. Stop lying to the people. Stop lying to the people. Why your people are all confused. Y'all need to stop lying. Then the judge said, I am just going to stop you. Then Ms. Becker said, sorry. Auntie Ann said, I am. It is 2021. We are talking about women in their 20s. They are not girls. Please do not refer them that way. That's all Auntie Ann was saying. That's it. That's all. She said, it is 2021. We are talking about women in their 20s. They are not girls. Please do not refer them. Please do not refer to them that way. That's all she was saying. She wasn't saying that the girls weren't minors. You fucking idiots. Like I said, yo, hold on. Wait a fucking minute. Hold on. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get my fucking shit. I know y'all probably see my button. Oh. Oh no, it's this one.
Nigga, to grow, nigga, reading rainbow. Here we go again. I can be anything. Same old shit. Take a look, nigga, in a book. My nigga, reading rainbow. Friends to know, my nigga, ways to grow, nigga, reading rainbow. Here we go again. I can be anything. Same old shit. Take a butterfly in the sky. Come on! I can go twice as high. Let's get it on. Take a look, nigga, in a book. My nigga, reading rainbow. You think it's a game? I can go anywhere. Suck my dick. Reading rainbow. This is the shit I be talking about. You think it's a game? You think it's a fucking game? What y'all really want? What y'all really want?
Fucking reading Rainbow Crew. I swear to God, I would hate all you motherfuckers as my supporters. I don't want you groupies. I wouldn't want you groupies at all. Let's continue. Miss Blank Becker says, I apologize, Judge. It's been 2 years. Oh, she's such a fucking pendeja. She's a maricona. Yo, she's a maricona. Yo, she likes to show her ass. Then the judge said, Auntie Anne said, they were women then, which means they were women 2 years ago. You hear that, right? You hear that, right? They were women then, 2 years ago, meaning they were women then too, 2 years ago. Okay? Pay attention. Listen to it again. I am. It's 2021. We are talking about women in their 20s. They are not girls. Please do not refer them to that way. Then Ms. Becker says, I apologize, Judge. It's been 2 years. And then Miss Auntie Anne said, they were women then too. Go ahead. And then Ms. Becker says, the discussion was about the women. And in that text message, he had wanted me to contact them. And specifically, I indicated to Mr. Greenberg, and this is in the text message. They said they are having Gloria Schmidt be their spokesperson. Apparently, she told them she had lunch with you the other day. So this would have been prior to July 13th. I am sure they would like to come to the hearing. Do you think they should? And what time? And his response, Judge, was, people talk too much. We had a meeting in a secret location so nobody would know. Then the judge said, what does this have to do with your communications with these two represented witnesses? Then Ms. Becker says, it does, Judge, because if I could finish that sentence, you see, what a fucking maricona. She's a maricona. I don't like her. Then the judge said, I read it. You submitted it. So there's no reason to keep reading it. Then Ms. Becker says, just for the record. Then the judge said, it's on the record. Then Ms. Becker said, so Judge, Mr. Greenberg told me that she couldn't represent the women. Okay, so although I knew on my own from conversations with Ms. Rodriguez that she was going to represent them. Then the judge said, but I am sorry to sound impatient, but the question is whether you knew, and you said the last time that you did know that she represented them. So that's why I am not really interested. Womp, womp, womp. Womp, womp, womp. She said, I'm not interested. She said, bitch, go sit down. Then Mr. Greenberg wants to get off the case. If he were on the case, I would ask him these questions, but my intention is to excuse them. So that is why I'm trying to explain it to you. Maybe there is a forum for you all to hash out your complaints about one another. She said, listen, you's are a fucking circus. Stop your bullshit. Then she said, it is not here. I don't want to know about it. A, because I think it's a waste of time. And B, it's not a focus of what I'm focusing on, which is your client's right to conflict-free representation. I think if we keep our eye on the ball of what Mr. Kelly's interests are and not what our own personal interests are, we can accomplish that objective. Maybe there's a place for you all to argue about what Mr. Greenberg said or what someone else said, but I think it's clear that you were aware at the time that Ms. Rodriguez was representing these two women. Correct so far? Then Ms. Becker said, that is correct, Judge. And then Auntie Ann said, and I think the last time we also established that you were also of the rule that a lawyer should not speak to represented people. Then Ms. Becker said, that's correct, Judge. And that's why I'm trying to make this record. That's why I'm trying to make this record, Judge. And then the judge said, but whatever Mr. Greenberg said isn't part of the record. I am encouraging you to focus on these things. That's my question. My question is, in your review of your materials, is there anything that you want to add about your interactions with these two represented women in connection with this case? Then Ms. Becker said, yes, Judge, with all due respect, I do understand exactly what you're saying. So, thank you, Judge. The reason I brought this up is simply because even though I strike that, I knew that they were represented. Therefore, the same exact day when they text me, I supplied the court with texts that I responded and I said, Ax Gloria. That was July 13th. There was a number of texts between July 13th and July 16th that I did not respond to. And on the 16th, I text them back, Ax Gloria. And ultimately, Judge, the very next day, the 16th, that's when the women sent me an article, which I produced for the court as well. And they indicated that in their text messages that as a result of that article that was on social media outlet, that they did not want her as, oh, I'm sorry, as their lawyer anymore. Then the judge said, they told you this? And then Ms. Becker said in a text message, Judge, yes, yes. And that was the following day after Mr. Kelly's hearing. Then the Auntie Anne said, so is it your position that you thought at that time she was no longer representing them? Ms. Becker said, I actually still thought she was doing the media stuff with them. Yes, I actually did. But they accidentally, and I think I brought this up last time, and it's in the text message as well. They accidentally ended up sending me the termination letter. And so I had a chance to read it because at first I didn't know what it was. Yo, you see how she said that? She changed that shit? She said they accidentally sent her that letter. But in the text message from Gloria, it said that, from Miss Rodriguez, it said that they told Miss Becker what was going on. She already knew about everything. She's the one that said, and so I had a chance to read it because at first I didn't know what it was, but it started saying, hey, Gloria. Then the judge said, I know what it says. It's in the record. And we talked about that the last time. But it is the case that, and you continued to have significant contacts with them and conversations during this period. Is that true? Then Ms. Becker said, Judge, I had no significant conversations. Did I answer if they would say what day is court or something to that effect? Yes. Did I have significant conversations as has been indicated somewhat by Miss Rodriguez about legal stuff? Never. She's a fucking liar. She's full of shit. The judge said, did you have conversations with them about anything having to do with this case? Then Ms. Becker said, yes, I would give them what date if they would ask, Judge. I believe at one point they asked if he needed clothing, a suit for court. I responded to that. There were several things of that nature that I did respond to. Yes, Judge. Then the judge said, did you talk to them about their relationship with Miss Rodriguez? Did they share with you their thoughts about that? Then Ms. Becker said, Judge, the only thing I recall them talking about is the message when the article came out. When the article came out that they want to terminate her. That's what I recall. The judge said, okay, is there anything that you want to put on the record? I'm not trying to keep you from putting anything on the record except to the extent that it has to do with a personal dispute between you and the lawyers. I'm not interested in that unless it somehow connects to this issue, but I don't think it does. Then Ms. Becker said, Judge, I was simply trying to put a full picture as to what my understanding was. And other than that, Judge, I do not have anything additional. Thank you. Then the judge said, okay, what about, does any co-counsel have anything they want to say on this topic? Mr. Farinella? And then Mr. Farinella says, no. The judge says, Mr. Kanik? Mr. Canick says, no, Your Honor. And then, of course, the judge says, from the government. And then Ms. Cruz says, very briefly, and I believe we spoke about this last time. When the government spoke with, when the government spoke with Jane Doe number 5, she did detail a meeting in approximately August of 2019 in which she had a lengthy conversation with Miss Blank Becker. During that conversation, I believe there were questions concerning her relationship or their relationship with the defendant and information that Ms. Becker thought might be useful for the purpose of Mr. Kelly's defense. Some of which information, as we stated in our filing, could be perceived, and I think, frankly, would be perceived adverse to the defendant's position at trial. Then the judge, Auntie Anne, said, I want to be sure I understand what you're saying. The information that the witnesses gave to Ms. Becker, you are saying would be, then Ms. Cruz said, adverse to the defendant's position at trial. And I only raise it for the purpose of making it clear that to the extent that your question was, did Ms. Blank Becker have any lengthy conversations with the witnesses? My understanding, based on conversations with Jane Doe number 5, is that there was at least that meeting in approximately August of 2019. Then Auntie Anne said, do you recall that meeting, having a conversation with them in an interview? Is it just Jane Doe number 5? Then Miss Cruz said, I believe Miss Savage was present as well. Ah, shit. And then Miss Becker said, Judge, I cannot honestly recall. I honestly cannot recall. Did I have conversations with them? Yes. Did I know about their history with my client? For a long time, they were not represented by anybody. So I certainly did have conversations with them about their relationship, kind of. I would say, but I certainly cannot specifically remember a conversation in August of 2019 where we talked about any specifics or that I gave them any advice adverse to Mr. Kelly. Then Auntie Anne said, I do not think that's what Miss Cruz Melendez is saying. I think what Miss Cruz Melendez is saying is that during the course of that conversation, Jane Doe number 5 gave you information that was not helpful to your client. So Miss Cruz said, if it's helpful, I can point both the court and counsel to where we indicated in our letter. I will find it. Then Auntie Anne said, is that the letter of June 24th? Miss Melendez said, the June 24th letter, Your Honor. Your Honor, it's page 3, the first full paragraph. Miss Becker said, Judge, may we approach if that's appropriate? Then Auntie Anne said, I do not really see any need to approach at this point. We're just talking about this paragraph. I take it you received that letter, correct? Auntie Anne's like, listen, we don't need no sidebar actions, okay? Your boy's other defense team try to do those sidebar actions with the other judge and hid it from the public and all these other things. We don't need none of that here. It's not 2008. Please go on. Then Ms. Becker says, I received all the letters that were on the pacer. Yes, Judge, of course. Then the judge says, you're doing that to alert Miss Blank Becker of what you're talking about? Then Miss Cruz said, that is correct. the court said, all right, my recollection was that you said you met them, Jane Doe number 5 and Miss Savage, at the, I think it was at the hearing after Mr. Kelly's arrest on the Illinois federal charge. Is that correct? That's why my recollection of the testimony, or maybe you had talked to them on FaceTime or something before them. Then Ms. Becker said, Judge, do I recall that they were at Dunkin' Donuts one day? They were dropped off there prior to court. And then the judge, Auntie Ann, said, I am talking about the first time you met them. And then Ms. Becker said, I am sorry. The very first time, yes, Judge. Yes, Judge, it was. I had a FaceTime call with my client months into representing him, and he had turned the phone, and I had said hello to them. Yes, the court said. Auntie Ann said, so you had never had any interaction with them before, correct? Then Ms. Becker says, yes. Then Auntie Ann said, and prior to them being represented by Miss Rodriguez, you hadn't had any? Did you give them any advice whatsoever? Then Ms. Becker said, Judge, the first time I was contacted, I believe I supplied that to the court as well. Then she said, as well, I have to look, but I believe it was July 12th or 13th by Jane Doe number 5. Auntie Ann says, and so prior to that, you had never, during the course of your representation of Mr. Kelly, you hadn't had any interaction with them at all in the nature of legal or any advice, just bearing in mind that I think it's not just, even if it's how to deal with the media, that is something that is also under the umbrella of legal advice because of somebody's interest in how they're perceived publicly. So I am referring to that as well. Nothing else. Then Ms. Becker said, Judge, I may have seen them in court prior to that, but me personally interacting with them, that is correct. Oh, she said, but me personally interacting with them, that is correct. Huh. The judge said, is there anything else the government wanted to add? Ms. Cruz said, not with respect to this issue, Your Honor. Okay. Then the court said, and anything else from the defense? Ms. Blank Becker? No, Judge. The court said, Ms. Haramati, anything from you? Ms. Haramati? No, Your Honor. Then Judge Donnelly said, let me ask Ms. Haramata, do you need to talk to Mr. Kelly any further? There is one thing I want to record that is based on my interview with my conversation with Ms. Rodriguez. And after that, I want some additional conversation that you want to have with him. Obviously, I'm not going to relay the specifics because they are protected by the attorney-client. Ms. Rodriguez related certain instances where Ms. Becker gave Ms. Rodriguez's clients advice, and advice that conflicted with the advice that Ms. Rodriguez had given her clients. As I said before, even if the discussion is about public image or media or anything of that kind, that is also contained in the definition of legal advice. There could be two questions here. It could be that if this advice were given, it's just what Ms. Becker thought was good advice. But she also represents Mr. Kelly. and a reasonable person could conclude that she was gaining their confidence and giving them advice that was designed to help Mr. Kelly, not necessarily them. Now, I am saying that this is what a reasonable person could conclude, and I think it is in the record that the at least from Ms. Rodriguez's perspective, I believe this is. Let me just check with my law clerk. Pause in proceedings. Yes, we're gonna pause in this proceeding. I need to get some more water, y'all. So, what is going on in the chat? Let's see what's going on in the chat. I'm going to get some water. Okay.
Leave Holly alone, Joshua.
Yeah, guys, this is a lot of stuff. Good night, Black Girl Beauty. Good night to anyone who's going to bed. Yeah, this is a lot. And this is actually 66 pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, yes, please don't forget, guys, to hit that like. So and if you like my content, you guys, you already know, donate to the channel. You guys, if anybody knows my Cash App, please put it in the chat. My Zelle information is 347-664-9253. And you can also PayPal me. You can PayPal me at Diva Divine Light. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting me. I appreciate it. Like I said, you guys help keep the channel running. You guys help keep this channel running, as well as support your girl if she needs anything on the side. So I appreciate everything everyone does for me. Thank you so much, guys. And I'm here for you guys. I know that I'm not always here often. I don't come on a lot. You know, eventually that will change, you know what I mean? But I come on as I come on, and I come to you guys as best as I can. So I think I'm going to leave it here, and we will continue tomorrow. I have been on since about 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. I've been on for 2.5 hours. And I think I'm good. I'm starting to kind of get a little headache in my head. So I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, guys. So I'm just gonna go through some of your chats. Thank you guys for all that you do, and here for you guys always. And please follow our sister channels, um, OCOV Atmos Love Zone Live, and please go and follow our channel by Angie and Hot Rod in the house. Who else? And the Dream Team family. Y'all know who y'all are. Dana J, the actor. Dana J. He's got a million pages. Just type in Dana J. And my girl, Brooke Valentine. My other girl, GA girl. Fantasia. A lot of my people. Please follow them. Please follow them. Uniquely Made. We got a lot of people who have Flawless Beauty. She has her Instagram channel. You welcome, guys. You welcome. And thank you so much. This would not have happened, okay, if it wasn't for you guys. You guys did this. You guys did this. All right? It was all your love that helped support to get this information. Now, with yesterday's hearing that happened, I'm going to wait to see if there's any transcripts that go up. It'll probably be in a couple of weeks, maybe. It'll probably show up about what happened with the hearing from yesterday. If I don't have the funds, I'll ask again if you guys could donate. You know, if I'll pay for it myself, no big deal. But if I don't at the particular moment, then it would be great if you guys could help me out again and we can get another transcript. All right. And find out exactly what went on in that hearing yesterday. So, in the meantime, guys, I'm going to take you out. So, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, I'm at page 27. That's where we will pause it. Okay. Would you guys, by any chance, would anybody like to come up on the panel maybe before I leave and give your opinions or thoughts on what I read today? Or if you would like to call in, you can call my telephone and you can, let me put up my phone number as well. If you guys have anything you would like to say about this, let me know. My number is on the screen, guys, 347-336-9724. If anyone has an opinion or just has a comment to say about what I just read, anyone can call. Anybody can call. It's okay. If not, you can come on the panel. Anybody want to come on the panel real quick? I'm going to drop the link, okay? And then so we'll leave it till 12:30 maybe so that I can give you guys at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes to state your case. And once again, thank you so much, guys, for the cash apps and the donations. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, everybody, there's a lot of YouTube. Just go follow Miss April Showers, and Lady of Leisure. Oh, Lakendra, Fat Boy, my fat boy. Follow my fat boy too. It's my fat boy. The Truth, my sister, The Truth. Yes, yes. The list goes on and on. Sharice got a channel too. Wait a minute. Got a channel? Girl, Why am I not getting any notifications or anything? I think I'm subscribed to you, but if I'm not, I will now. Fuck it. All right, guys. All right. So nobody wants to. I would click the link, but I'm on that bullshit. Why would you click? What bullshit you on? I ain't do that. Fat Boy the Apostle. He changed his motherfucking name. Fat Boy, what are you doing, Fat Boy? Oh, I don't have a channel, Diva. Okay, because that's what it looked like. All right. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to play this little video, guys. You can listen, and I'm going to play it. And I'm going to take y'all out with this little clip real quick.
Artist has the chutzpah to call in a 34-year-old basically unknown lawyer to come to his defense. And
now this is attorney Sam Adams, and he did an interview with Intellectual Radio, and he was R.Kelly's lawyer back in 2008, and he's going to talk a little bit about defending R.Kelly.
And take a look at it.
And this was in 2015.
And represent him, and because you got to remember what we as lawyers do. It's as if they're standing there, but they're talking through us. And to put that kind of faith in me on a world stage, I was honored to do it. And then when I got in it and took a look at it and talked to the witnesses and saw the tape and then saw and truly believed that the state could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt the charges and knew it, I think I had an obligation as a member of the bar to take that case and what Thurgood Marshall say, you do the best you can with what you got. And it turned out that we were pretty successful. To this day, people who weren't sitting there and saw it, who say, look, I saw the tape and all that, didn't see the experts testify that those tapes very well were doctored, that those tapes were very well, the pixels were off and there were moles missing on him that he actually had. They didn't see that evidence. So to say that, I'm just not being truthful when I say it very well could not have been him, and certainly the government couldn't prove that it was him, they certainly didn't sit there and go through it. And that jury came back with a finding of not guilty, that the state did not prove him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And so for all those reasons, I was very interested in that case.
You mentioned the tape. The public, as well as the jury, has some strong opinion regarding the R. Kelly alleged sex tape, which the prosecution thought it was a slam dunk. Some people thought it was a turning point because of the alleged visual evidence. However, it was opposite of that. Why do you think it was opposite? What was the turning point that made it? You mentioned the graphic nature of moles, the blips on the videotape just a few minutes ago. What was that turning point?
Well, I'll tell you right now, a couple of things. One, there were problems with the tape. But most importantly here is they never brought in the alleged victim in the case. And she went to, I can say this now, she went to the grand jury and testified, that's not me on the tape. And then her mother went to testify. That's not her on the tape. That's not her. Then her father went to the test. That's not her on the tape. And the government never brought her in to say otherwise, or at least show the jury the girl on the tape versus the girl in person. Never did that. Now, how do you think about this now? Not just entertainment-wise, but in a court of law, our judicial system is based upon the premise that because the government has all of its resources and power behind it, they have to prove one of their citizens guilty beyond a reasonable doubt before you can take their freedoms away. How can you possibly have a young girl that you're saying is the victim of something as heinous as this and never bring her in for the jury to see? That's reprehensible. If you're truly trying to take freedom away from somebody, if you're really going to have them, and especially someone like R.Kelly, who's a known figure in the entertainment community, who has millions of dollars at stake, think about that. He could have lost millions upon millions of dollars in endorsement, and the government has a responsibility to prove its case. Yet they don't call the young girl in. I'm not here to denigrate real violence. I'm tired of real violence. I'm not here to denigrate sexual assault. I'm tired of seeing people sexually assaulted. These women out here need a voice for them. There's no question about it. But that's not what we were there for. We were there to determine whether or not the government could prove if Robert was the individual who did this to a particular young girl. Now, that's what happened in the case. And the jurors came out and said it afterwards. See, what happened here is they brought in 18 or 19, right out here in Oak Park, witnesses that came in and said, I know her, and she was beautiful, and she was a lovely young girl. And for someone to do these things to her is terrible. And I started cross-examining each and every one of them. Not hard, but very, very, very softly. Tell me what you knew about her. And they went through and told her this is a lovely girl, wonderful girl, great girl. And then you see the tape, and that's a girl doing, if you watch it, that's the young girl doing some very adult, nasty thing that couldn't be the same. And then for the government not to come in and bring her in here and at least show them to her. At the end of the case, when I stood up in my closing argument, I stood right in the well of the jury room, of the audience, and I asked the jury, they're asking you to convict him of doing this to this individual. Now look in this audience. Is she here? Is she here? And if you don't know, because they didn't bother bringing her in, how can you convict a man of something as heinous as this? And the jury understood that. There's a responsibility, government, and that's one of the problems with our people, and I see it day in and day out. They don't take that seriously. That government has a responsibility to us. They work for us, man. We don't live for them. Government's supposed to be there to protect us. When you talk about a congressional seat, that's our seat. That ain't Ted Cruz's seat. When you talk about a state's attorney, that ain't a state's attorney's seat. That's our seat. And when you talk about prosecuting a man for crimes that he's been charged with, man, those prosecutors are our prosecutors. And they better darn well make sure that they can prove a case beyond a reasonable doubt, because it's our citizenship that we're talking about. And that's why I think R.Kelly's a very important case. Not because of salaciousness and the dirtiness. That's what people want to talk about. But when you really start understanding the fundamental nature of what we are talking about when it comes to our legal system, this is too important to be cavalier. This is too important to take in a facetious manner. And that, so people always ask me what are, and then I start preaching, and they say, man, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that. So if you don't want to hear all that, I understand that. But that's the fundamental truth of who and what we have to understand where we are and we should be about.
Hold on. Hold on. Yes, Joshua.
Mom, can I make breakfast?
What do you want to do?
Don't worry, you'll see. I have a good idea. So if you can't wake me up early, I'm gonna wake me up early.
all of that fat pocket that was here, that huge pocket, was just gone.
It's been unfolding over the past week. R.Kelly, boy, one of R.Kelly's former live-in girlfriends is describing what it was like for her to spend nearly a decade with the singer. It's been less than a year since Dominique Gardner left R.Kelly for the final time, and she tells the New Yorker that the singer tried to break her.
She says Kelly was physically and emotionally abusive. Jerika Duncan is in Chicago, where she spoke to the author of the article.
She was reluctant to speak out.
Jim DeRogatis has been reporting on R. Kelly for nearly 2 decades. Last week, he sat down with Dominique Gardner for her first interview since she left Kelly around 9 months ago.
She said to me, I loved him and he loved me. And when it was good, Jim, it was perfect. And yeah, he hit me. And yeah, he pulled out chunks of my hair. And yeah, he beat me with an electrical cord. But I loved him and he loved me.
Gardner told DeRogatis at one point she lived with Kelly and 5 other women. She said, quote, everything you do, you have to ask Kelly, including when you can eat or go to the bathroom. She said she often disobeyed and then suffered what she called, quote, consequences, including spankings, slappings, and beatings. She seemingly is angry when describing some of what she says she experienced, but yet and still she says he doesn't deserve jail and he's really not a bad person. He needs help.
I think Neek is a really conflicted young woman. There's love, and then there's also fear. There's anger, and there's pain.
Last week, we spoke to Dominique's mother, Michelle Kramer.
I can't understand how somebody say they love you, and in the same breath, spit in your face.
That's what you say R. Kelly did to your daughter?
Yes.
Does Dominique believe she was brainwashed?
No, she rejects the word brainwash. She rejects the word cult. She told me what he tried to do is break me, and I wouldn't be broken.
CBS News correspondent Jerika Duncan is in Chicago and joins us now. So, Jerika, what were some of the details that Dominique Gardner revealed to the New Yorker?
You know, this really had to do with physical and emotional abuse. She talked about being the rebellious one of the group. She said that there was one time in particular she remembers throwing an object at R. Kelly, and that's when he apparently, according to her, grabbed a chunk of her hair out. She just described sort of, you know, it's not a very long article, but she described being conflicted, as I mentioned in the story, about him as a person. Jim was telling me when he met with her to do this interview at a bar, he asked her, you know, why did you stay so long? What was it about him? And he said that she pulled out her cell phone. She showed Jim R. Kelly's mugshot. And she said, you see those eyes right there? It's those eyes. Those eyes, I know there's a lot of pain there. So she talks about R. Kelly confiding in her about being abused as a child and her feeling bad for him in many ways, but also understanding that what she experienced was not right. And interestingly enough, the reason why she left is because, you know, she came home, but she actually wound up going back to R. Kelly and then came home. And that second time, that's the 9 months that she's essentially been home for good. But she said that she asked R. Kelly if she could go to her brother's graduation, and he said no. But she had promised her brother when she saw him, I guess when she came back that first time, that she would be back for his graduation. And her mom even said to us last week when she spoke that Dominique never makes a promise that she can't keep. So that was sort of the tipping point or the trigger. But it is a struggle. You know, her mom said that there are certain habits, or her sleeping habits, her eating habits are very much in line with what we've heard from other women who say they lived with R. Kelly. And it's fascinating, it's disturbing, but it gives you a better look into what was going on, allegedly, based on someone who was around him for almost a decade.
So, Jerika, do we know why she ended up staying away, at least so far, for the last 9 months? Like, what was it that kept her with her family?
It's been tough. And even Jim DeRogatis says there's a part of her that still loves him. Would she go back? You know, he said, I don't know, maybe. And I think that's what's so interesting. It's the idea of, you know, when you hear about women in abusive relationships that go back multiple times before they are done. So, the mother, when we spoke to her last week, is doing everything that she can to support her daughter. Dominique is in therapy, but you imagine it's going to be a long road ahead just because she was with R. Kelly for such a significant amount of time. And she was 17 when she met him. She's 27. So a lot of her sort of growing up and formative years as a woman have been with R. Kelly, according to her.
With R. Kelly, allegedly a very controlling man, you can imagine what that does to your evolution as you try to grow into an adult from a child. Trika, thank you so much.
And on that note, guys, I'm going to leave you with this. And don't forget, guys, please don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Thank you very much. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. Love you guys.